name is Lavon, a lecturer at the IELTS test preparation system. Today, we're going to practice reading through an article about the all-time favorite children's manga, Doraemon. The article will not summarize or review a single collection of stories, but instead it will introduce you to 4 facts about Doraemon that you may not know. Okay, let's get started. 4 things you might not have known about the cat robot Doraemon. The plump-faced blue cat robot from the future is a beloved manga character many of us grew up with. We all know how most of the stories go. The lazy and weak-minded Nobita, Nobi, begs Doraemon for a gadget to rescue him from a sticky situation. But almost inevitably, Nobi finds a way to take things too far and gets into even more trouble. The story usually ends on a happy note and comes with a subtle moral lesson. 45 years after the character first appeared, he continues to be popular. Here are some noticed vocabulary from the passage. Plumped face, having a soft, round face. The word plump can be an adjective to describe a slightly fat or chubby body. Weak-minded. The word is about a person who shows no determination or being stupid, like the character Nobita in the story. Gadget. A small device or machine with a particular purpose. A sticky situation is an interesting phrase to talk about a situation involving problems or which is embarrassing. Inevitably. If you still remember the movie Avengers of Marvel, Thanos usually says, "I'm inevitable." So, inevitably means in a way that cannot be avoided. Subtle. This is an advanced adjective that you can use for both people and objects or events that are delicate in a way difficult to describe. For example, a subtle plan, a subtle question, or a subtle flavor. Here are some facts about the resourceful cat you may not have known. What does Doraemon mean? Dora is a play on words. It means stray in Japanese and has connotations of being unwanted. It also means gong, a reference to Doraemon's round body and his favorite food, dorayaki, a sweet Japanese pancakes with red bean filling. Emon is an archaic suffix for male names. Stray, a word about a pet that no longer has a home or cannot find its home, such as a stray cat or a stray dog. Archaic. This is another expression for ancient. Sometimes the word is used in a negative way to express something that is extremely old-fashioned. Okay, let's move to the next fact. When was Doraemon made? Unlike Hello Kitty, Doraemon is definitely a cat. But why doesn't he have ears? The robot came with cat ears and was painted yellow when it was first manufactured at the factory on September 3, 2112, and his production code was MS903. The movie 2112, The Birth of Doraemon from 1995, gives a detailed history of his genesis and his troubles as a defective robot. In a nutshell, robot mice ate his ears, giving him a phobia of rodents. Sad and traumatized from the ordeal, he sobbed until he turned blue. His voice also turned hoarse from all the weeping. Genesis, the origin of something, such as the genesis of a disease. The next word, defective. When a machine is defective, it means it is containing a fault or not working correctly. A phobia of rodents. Rodents are small mammals with large, sharp front teeth, such as mice and rats. And phobia is a type of anxiety disorder that involves an extreme fear of something. In Doraemon, we know that the rodents that Doraemon's scared of the most is rats, right? Ordeal, an experience that is very painful, difficult, or tiring. Hoarse. This is an adjective of a voice that sounds weak and not very well controlled, often because it has been used too much or the speaker has a cold. Just a short paragraph, but you guys could find out a lot of useful vocabulary, right? How did Doraemon end up in the present? He was sent back in time by his owner, Sawashi Nobi, to help his bumbling grandfather Nobita, who had burdened his descendants with debt due to his bad choices. In a famous scene from the original manga, which debuted in 1969, the robot appears out of Nobita's desk drawer. To end up is a phrasal verb, means to finally be in a particular place or situation. Bumbling, an adjective to express someone or something that is confused and showing no skill. This is such an appropriate word for Nobita, right? To burden. If burden is a noun, it means a heavy load that you carry. However, you could use it as a verb, turning the meaning to the activity of troubling someone with something difficult or unpleasant. Descendants. The children who live after their ancestors, or offsprings. And now we get to the last part of this article. Are there Doraemon gadgets in real life? An estimated 4,500 gadgets have made their appearance in the thousands of comic books, cartoons, and movies based on Doraemon. While the Anywhere door, which lets the user travel to any location he or she wants, is still out of reach, there was an exhibition in 2010 which showed how modern technology could approximate the marvels that came out of Doraemon's Yoyugen pocket, 4-dimensional pocket. They included an invisibility cloak that allows the wearer to become transparent, medical micro-robots, and a brainwave sensor that is reminiscent of Dream TV that the cat used to view others' dreams. One gadget that is a reality today is the 3D printer, which appeared in one episode of the comic as a mecha maker. There is a good phrase here, out of reach. It means not able to be achieved. Marvel, a thing or person that is very surprising or causes a lot of admiration. Cloak, a loose outer piece of clothing without sleeves that fastens at the neck and is worn instead of a coat. An invisibility cloak was a magical garment which rendered whomever or whatever it covered impossible to see. Reminiscent, an adjective to describe something that makes you remember a particular person, event, or thing. So that's the end of the article about our childhood manga Doraemon. I hope you have learned a lot of good vocabulary from this reading. If there are any words that are not clear and need to be explained, please comment below. If you find this video interesting and useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to IELTS LangGo's YouTube channel. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.